Hey guys. Okay, welcome. For today's live, you guys, I put a poll in the group yesterday, as usual, and you guys chose to learn why, um, how sugar affects our hormones for weight loss in peri and menopause. So we're going to talk about this today because this is so misunderstood, and it's something you've probably heard me talk about a lot, which is food is more than just calories. I cringe when people go on severe calorie restricted diets. The quality of that food and the effect it has on our body is much, much, much more important. And you're going to learn a little bit about that today with sugar, especially as women over 40, over 45 in perimenopause and menopause. So, food is basically acts as a messenger in our body. It signals different reactions. And especially with the hormonal fluctuations of our age, this is really, really important. So, when most people think of sugar, they think of, excuse me, usually think of like white table sugar, and B, think of its empty calories. And both of those are true, but there's so much more. So, sugar obviously has no nutritional value whatsoever. However, it really is having serious impacts in our body. And this is going to make all the difference for you of whether you go on a calorie restricted diet and you are fighting through willpower and you're fighting through hunger and you're fighting through cravings versus looking at the quality of the food and the reactions it's having in your body where you can potentially eat, well, not potentially, you can eat plenty of great food and then lose the weight and you're not feeling hungry and you're not having food cravings. So when we have sugar, and by the way, this is why I don't like calorie controlled diets, because sugar is found in a lot of health foods as well. And this is what really trips a lot of people up. So it can be found in granola, low fat, anything is got sugars. There's 60 different names for sugar. It is very, very sneaky. These people are very slick with their marketing on the packaging. So it really comes down to knowing what are the names for sugar? What should I be looking for? So we want to learn that. And B, we want to understand the reaction that's happening in our body. So number one, it can really drive inflammation. But very importantly, that I think will affect everybody today is knowing that it can affect your hunger hormones. Sugar can greatly affect sugar can greatly affect whether you are feeling hungry, even though you've had plenty to eat. It's not signaling to your hunger hormones properly. Or by eating the right foods, you can feel satiated and stop when you've had plenty. So this is going to make the difference between trying to lose weight through willpower and white knuckling it through hunger, or feeling satiated and having lots of great energy and be able to get through your day. Now, additionally, when we enter into perimenopause, something happens. And this is one of the reasons that a lot of women, I hear them say they're not doing anything differently, but yet they're gaining weight and they can't figure out why. One of these is because with the decrease in estrogen and progesterone and the increase in cortisol, we can become more resistant to insulin. So basically what this means is, insulin is a hormone that helps our food be shuttled up into our cells to be used as energy. We can become more resistant to this. So it's not getting into those cells to be used as efficiently. So we're becoming more insulin resistant. Now, when we're eating sugar, sugar is just asking that insulin to ping, 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 ping all the time. It's exhausting it. So it is in fact making this insulin resistance worse. And this is why you may have a hard time with not being able to lose weight or with gaining weight, even though you're doing everything the same. So we want to make our body more sensitive to that insulin. And that doesn't come down to counting calories all day long. That comes down to knowing what to eat that's going to make our cells more insulin or sensitive to the insulin. It's also going to come down to knowing what to eat to satiate our hunger hormones. And it's also going to know what to eat for our digestion and our energy levels. And this is really going to make the difference between um, fighting a losing battle and fighting an uphill battle and thinking nothing works for you because you're hungry, you're cranky, you're doing all the things that you used to do in your 20s and 30s and they're not working. And so you think it's not going to work at all for you. It is simply not true. It absolutely can come off, the excess weight, when there's an understanding of how to work with our hormones instead of against them. So just to reiterate, food is not just a calorie count. Food is a messenger in our body. So we want to eliminate the things that are crossing the wires of the proper signaling, and sugar is the big one. If you need to or want to lose weight at this age, it's got to go, or it's got to at least go 80% to 90% of the time until you get those hormones signaling properly. And again, it comes down to like hunger hormones, it comes down to insulin. These are the types of things. So the sugar's got to frickin' go because it's screwing up, it's making everything haywire. So we just want to have everything going properly. Now, how do we do that? Number one, you got to eliminate it. And you will have cravings. You will get through them. It does get easier. And several things help you get through them, but one of them is just making sure that you're eating the right foods to balance your blood sugar so you don't have the sugar cravings. It's going to make your life a lot easier. And this includes having protein with every meal, having nice healthy fats with every meal, having complex carbs, which are fiber, with every meal. These are going to slow down the rate at which your body is burning off your food. And it's going to decrease your cravings for sugar as well. So I hope that helps you out. And yeah, it's a big one. Sugar is a big one. It really messes with all your body's processes, and the most willpower in the world is not going to fight against it, let's be honest. So if you are stuck on your weight loss journey, if you are just starting out on your weight loss journey, if you don't know where to start, I'm going to have something for you. I'm going to post it in the description of this video, something really special for you to get you started, because I know a lot of women are confused on what to do exactly and where to start exactly. But this is where you got to start. Nothing else is going to work unless you get this dialed in first. It's very, very, very important to get everything signaling properly. Cool. So I'm going to leave that in the description. I hope you found that helpful. If you have any questions, drop a comment below, or you can send me a private DM as well. Have a great day. Bye.